chart, the candlesticks, look at this. That's how you get that perfect entry right there. So let me switch back over to the line chart. So once I do that, take another one. And I want to find support and resistance that's actually closest to price that's relevant. Point right here. If anybody get lost, let me know. And if I see something like this, if I got, like I said, this right here, this could count as a resistance. Right here, that's a support. So if it's like spaced out a little bit, I would put it in the middle. Like that, because even if I switch back over to the chart, look at this. You're still going to see the wick. I just work my way. So got that. Let me take another one. Work my way down. All right, perfect. So, also,
why did you mark that last line here?
Because look right here. What you got right there? You got resistance, right? You got resistance. Look to your left. You got a support. If I switch back over to the line chart, this right here, you're going to see the wick top off this area. This is how you get them perfect entries. This is how you get the perfect entry. So let me zoom in.
So even if you didn't see it stop at the same spot, you would still put a line right there because of the wick.
Yeah, the wick. Yeah, it's like the wicks they just tap off the same zone. So as I'm looking right here, this is price action, guys. Look at this. So even if I switch back over, look at this. So as I'm looking at this is on a downtrend, right? Look right here. You know what I tell you about price action? So price action is what price like to tap off that particular price. If I look on the side, we got prices on the side, right? Now look right here. So as I'm looking at this level of support and resistance, look to my left. Price like to come up to that area, right, and tap off of it, right? That's price action. That's called price action. And that's why I'm showing you guys how to find your support and resistance the right way. Look right here. I'll put one right here. You got wick. Price like to come up to this price right here and like to sit on this area. So that means every time it came up to this area, what it do? It reject, went the other direction. It came up again. What it do? Reject, went back down. Came up right here. What it do? Reject, went back down. What you think it's going to do? It's going to react, right? It's going to come up, react, and then it's going to go back down. So let me look at this. Trend line. Switch back over to the line. I got some good eyes. So I want to show you guys. Also, it's good to if you don't have to use the trend. Like I said, you trade the way you want to trade. I'm just showing you guys key levels. So as I'm looking at this, I'm looking at the past. So I'm showing you guys why stuff actually happened in the market, because there's a lot of people that can show you stuff. Send you a signal, but they can't really show you how it actually happened. So I'm showing you guys how stuff actually happened and how you can actually follow the trend, right? Because let me just ask you a question. When you trade, a lot of people get confused on if they should be buying or selling. That's why you look at the higher time frames, because look, if you was in the ocean surfing, would you want to go with the wave or against the wave?
Right.
Follow the trend, right? So cool. And it's all in technical analysis, guys. You want to study technical analysis. You want to study support and resistance. You can get that down pat in market structure. I promise you're going to take your trading to a whole nother level.
Can you say it again, Jay?
It's called support and resistance, trend lines, and market structure. Market structure, that's key. It really didn't start clicking until I actually started studying market structure. And price action too. Price action, so a lot of people get confused. They like, man, I'm lost. I don't get it. All you got, if you study price action, look at this. Price action is telling you every time the candlestick came up to this price right here, it rejected. Rejection with the other direction. So look, right here in the past, this is the day time frame, guys. So this works on any time frame. I'm just showing you guys on the day. So it was trending down, right? So that means that everything up under this trend line was considered a what? A sell, because it's trending down, right? It's trending down. So that means that this was a valid trend line. The market structure, it was trending down. Let me switch back over to the candlesticks. So what I mean is everything up under here, this was a sell. But look, guess what it did? It went into consolidation, right? Then what it do? It broke the market. It broke the trend line. It broke the market structure. So now anything that was under here, that was a sell. Now everything above this, it's a buy. I'm looking for nothing but buys. I'm showing you guys like why things like actually happening. Cool. So now I'm looking at this. So I know I'm looking for nothing but buys. So like I said, with the market moving, guys, we already know the market move up in waves. What I mean by waves is it goes up, pulls back, goes up, pulls back. And I'm about to show you guys how to actually get them perfect entries. So as I was looking at this, I actually had this marked up. So we had a move up. What it do? Pull it back. We had a counter trend. Now what you think it's gonna do? Because look, on the uptrend it create higher highs, right? So you got a higher high, you got a higher low. So what you think it's gonna do? Create a higher high. And then look, when it pull back, what do you think it's gonna do? Resistance, support. So now let me go down to my lower time frames. That's why it's important to go to your higher time frame so you can actually see your overall support and resistance. So you see why I got this up here? So look, even if this do go up, I know what price is heading. Price is heading up to this price right here. Because if I'm on the uptrend, you look to your left and you find your resistance that's going up, right? Because them gonna be your overall TPs. It's coming to this level no matter what. Because I know this definitely an uptrending market, so it's coming to this level no matter what. So in between here, you got the potential of catching how many pips? This was my ruler. So even from right here, this support to right here, how many pips is that? 74 pips. That's perfect. And you can just break it down, 30, 30, 30, right? Okay, let me go down my lower time frames. So now, let me look at what's relevant towards price right now. So what I was looking at, snaps, zoom out. So this is what current price at right now. So what I looked at, I zoomed out, it was going up, you got a higher high, higher low. Got a higher high, came back down. It's like this area right here, this the same price what I was telling you guys. Now, like I said, I never enter if the price not literally on the support or resistance line, I don't enter into a trade. So if it was just in the middle like this, I wouldn't enter in. Only time I would enter in at a key level. That's it. And each one of these key levels, they about 30 to 40 pips each. That's what I right here. This looks like about 60 pips. I just want to show you guys. And that's why it's important that if you stick to one of the two currency pairs and you go to the higher time frames, like I told you guys, you just find your support and resistance, and you just break it down like this, you will have no trouble catching pips at all. This is about how many pips? 30? I can't really see it. 41. That's perfect. Same thing. This is about 30 pips, 30 pips, 30 pips. So now we know that this is an uptrending market, like I said. Now I'm zoomed in. So I know that every high needs its own low, so I'm waiting for this to actually keep pushing up. So what I'm gonna do is go to my lower time frame. Can't really see. So like I said, if I'm looking at current price, this is the like I said, guys, you can just stick to the 1 hour time frame. So go to your higher time frame to see what the overall trend doing. You make sure you want to zoom in to what price is currently at. This is price. So everything to the side of this, literally right here, this is relevant towards current price right now. We just went to the higher time frames to find out overall main support and resistance, just so we can break that down. Now you go down to the 1 hour time frame. That's cool for y'all. That's cool. The 1 hour or the 4 hour time frame. Now you see what the trend doing. As I'm currently looking at this, the trend just look like it's going up. Don't have to be perfect. So all you're doing is just following the trend. So if it look like it's trending up, you just want to look for buys, right? So we know that this not done. This move not done. Like I said, it's still actually just moving through this hour right now. But the only time you will get into this trade, guys, is on a what? A pullback, right? a pullback or a support because we know that every high needs its own low. Same thing right here. So it went up, came down. It went up, it pulled back. It went up, it pulled back. It went up, it didn't pull back yet. So the only time, the safe time to enter is on a pullback. And look right here, on the uptrend, like I said, price move up in waves, guys. Like I told you guys, price move up in waves, and the only way for it to like move up on the uptrend, this key. Like I said, you're gonna have when it pull back, the price is gonna come back and retest resistance. Look, so you got resistance, retesting, support, and what it do is shot up. Resistance, retesting, support. That's why you look to your left. So you found resistance that's relevant towards price. Look right here. I have a resistance. It's gonna come back down to retest that support. Is it making sense?
Yeah.
If anybody get lost, let me know.
I got a question. So the line closest to the top line, so I will enter there and then take profit at the is that support or resistance at the top?
So on the uptrend, these is like resistance. Like I said, these lines right here, this is nothing but support and resistance. Whenever you hear somebody say, whenever you see these lines, it's nothing but support and resistance. It can act as a support, and it can also act as a resistance. If that makes sense. That's literally y'all that it is. These lines nothing but look. You got support right here. What you got right here? You got resistance.
What you saying, Jay, is your lines on the chart is zoning out the support and resistance.
Yeah. So now, like I said, so we did that on the higher. Even if, like I said, you can go down to the lower time frames. I'm just showing you guys how to find like support and resistance, like key levels. So we got our key levels on here, right? So we know that the space in between these about like 40 to 30 pips each. Now look, this is what you can do. If you're not good at catching 40 to 30 pips, if that's too much for you, cool. You can go ahead. You're on a 1 hour time frame. Now in between this zone, you can catch. You can take a horizontal line. I'll change the color to like blue or something, and then I'll just mark up support and resistance that's in between here. That's cool. So look, I had a support right here. I have a resistance right here. So what I think price is gonna do? It gotta pull back, right? Resistance, support, resistance. So this a what? This supporting level because you got price tapping off this one area right here. So every time it break out, it gotta what? Respect it and retest it. Like literally, so that's all it gotta do. So that's what I mean by you got your overall and your higher time frames, then you go in between. This how you get the like I said, it's support and resistance on the 1 hour. Same thing right here. This is in the past. So you got support. That's why you look to your left. So you got support, you got resistance. Even if I place one right here. Oh, snaps. Same thing. Look, everything. The market do the same thing every time. You got resistance. What it do? Broke out. Resistance, support. Shot up. Same thing on this side. You got support. What it do? Break out. What? Retest. You zoom in. So even if I wasn't using nothing else, the only time I would get back in is this. It just broke out and I got to retest. So I just set a pending order, like literally like right here on this wick. If I set a pending order for a buy limit, I'm looking for prices just actually like without me having to watch the charts because I know that the overall trend is a buy. So if I'm just going with the wave, I can win. I can win no matter what. If I'm not over leveraging my account, right? Proper risk management. That's another thing, guys. So what messes up a lot of good traders is they over leverage their account. So that's what I'm saying. If somebody send you a signal or you get a signal from swipe trades, you got a $100 account. That don't mean you drop a standard on there. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys how to use Fibonacci too. I'm gonna show you guys how to use Fibonacci. What's up?
So, say it went down further past that blue line, but you put in your 30 pip stop loss. So you just lost all that money, even though you know it's gonna go back up.
You said if it came down and hit your stop loss.
Yeah.
Oh, so cool. If you got a 30 pip stop loss and it come down and hit your stop loss, cool. Just get back in because you know the overall trend. Not literally. Get back in, you can make that money back. Because it's trending up, right?
Okay.
Like the overall, we going with the wave. We going with the wave. So, guys, just like when it pulled back from right here, how many pips is this? That's what I'm saying. If you just stick to 1 or 2 currency pairs, you good. So even if it pulled back to right here, which I know it is, because what you got a ceiling, and this just giving you like this is what I mean by confluence. Confluence is like multiple reasons why you actually should take that trade. It's telling you why you should take that trade. And just look at this. Like I said, it's just basically I look at the trend. It's creating higher highs. Every high needs its own low. Every high needs its own low. Every high needs its own low. And now I know every high needs its own low. Look to my left. I got resistance. Key levels. Every time price come up to this area right here, it acts a funny way. It rejects and goes the other way. So I know that it broke out. It got to pull back. So this is the perfect time to enter.
So you marked up your support and resistance lines on what, 1 week?
Nah. I mean, really any higher time.
Your major support lines. What time frame did you mark them up?
Well, I went on a daily, but what I realized was today, I realized that like on a higher time, well, I realized this, like if you're looking at a time frame and it's looking too choppy, you can't really see it like that, go to the higher time frame. Like it can be the 4 hour, the daily, or the weekly. You find out what sticks out to you. If it sticks out to you, you work at that time frame, the higher time frame, then you work your way backwards down to the lower time frame, to the 1 hour, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You find out what look clear for your eyes. So, oh yeah. So let me take this. Let's see how many pips this is real quick. So from right here, it definitely got to pull back and retest this area right here. So from right here to right here, how many pips is that? 24 pips. That's good. You get good at catching 20 to 30 pips every single day. That's perfect. So what I would do is, a lot of people say, hey, JBO, what's your lot size? I say trading is self-efficient. Like I said, you trade the way, if you're comfortable. Like I said, a lot of people, when they trade, what you got to do is, understand this, the more you actually comfortable and you actually like knowledgeable about the charts, that's what give you that confidence to like trade and take that risk on what you want to actually put as your lot size. But you got to trade with proper risk management, guys. So, with proper risk management, we already know, always have a 20 to 30 pip stop loss. Like I said, if you have $100 in your account, trade with a 0.01 lot size. Like I said, that's the penny lot. That's 10 cents per pip. So like I said, so if you're going the other direction, 20 to 30 pips, you lost $2 to $3, right? But just say if you was twin trading that, twin trading is actually like putting that order in twice, and you're basically like capitalizing off of that. So since I'm confident about this trade, I know it has to pull back. I know that it's definitely going up, right? So what I would do is, this is me. I would twin trade this. So what that means is, so since this like the selling right here to take profit, right? Since I know this 25 pips, what I'll do is I will twin trade that. So now I'm catching double the pips, if that makes sense. And that's literally like how you capitalize off of that's literally how you capitalize. So what I would do is, without me having to watch this, I would just go to my call levels on my phone. Everybody got call levels. If you don't, you definitely want to download that. So what call levels is, if you mark up your support and resistance, you want to go, you don't got time to really look at the charts like that. Call levels gonna come back down. Like when price actually come down to that area that you actually like wanted to. Like I said, because you expecting it to come back down, call levels gonna send a text message to your phone. It's gonna alert you like, hey, yo, you can set a reminder. Hey, when price come back down to this right here, set a reminder. Hey, JBL, buy. It'll let you know buy. So that's just your confirmation without you actually looking at the chart. So I know it's definitely gonna come back down. So I'm gonna take this, actually put this in right now. ADUSD. I can't really see. Can somebody see that number on the side? Like 0. Point what? 724. 72496.
The blue line.
The blue line. So look.
Yeah, that's what it is.
All right, perfect. So like literally, so I'm going in. I'm gonna set a reminder for a buy because I know, like I said, I'm very confident. Like what's getting me confident is I know it's an uptrend. I know it's resistance. I know it broke out. I know it has to pull back. And like I said, that's just really gave me confidence about why I'm actually making the decision. That's called confluence. So never enter into a trade. If you're confused about entering into a trade, not enter into a trade unless it pulls back. But this AUD/USD, this makes sense to you guys? All right, perfect. What's another currency pair you guys want me to look at?
Boy, that's everybody's favorite. Yeah.
USD JPY?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Another thing, what I realized today. So with currency pairs, why I say stick to like 1 to 2, I was just looking at this too. The reason why I say stick to 1 to 2, because understand this, like, you got currency pairs that move fast, you got currency pairs that move slow. So if you one of them people that actually, like, you can't take your eyes off the chart, you want to trade, fast moving currency pairs like the JPY pairs, they move fast. So that's what I'm saying. Every currency pair, like, it moves different. Like, Euro might move different from like the GBP pairs and things like that. It's a lot of fake outs on the JPY pairs. So with this pair, do not throw a big lot sizes on these JPY pairs because they will fake you out and blow your account. Look at this. So I actually had this marked up. I knew that this was actually gonna because I saw that this going in downtrend. What it do? It pulled back, support, resistance, and now it's dropping down. And what it's gonna head to is gonna head to 61.8 on my Fibonacci. And let me zoom out. I'm gonna bring market back up though. I know it's an uptrending market because look, you got a high, you got a higher low. You got a high, you got a higher low. Then it went into consolidation, moving sideways, right? It just broke out of this consolidation, pulled back to retest it. Now it's actually heading back down. And like I said, while everybody else selling, I'm just waiting on the buy. I'm just waiting for it to come back down to top off this area right here. And let me look to my left. I have resistance. That's giving me confirmation and support, resistance. So this letting me know this the key level of price actually like to head to. So I'm looking for this to come back down and make a lower high. Because look at the lows, it's going up. It's a higher low. We need one right here, right? I'm going to remark this back up, so let me delete all this. Trash can that. Cool, so let me just look at it. It was too choppy for me, so on that smaller time frame, so I want to go to a higher time frame. Check it out. It's daily. Okay, cool. I know that this is an uptrending market, so what I would do is, I need to go on my higher time frame. I need to see a clear picture. It's up to, like I said, you're going to see like as you still going through it, so we know that. Let me take my horizontal line, switch over to my line chart. You see how you see it? It's like way clearer. It's way clearer like when we switch over to line to mark up your resistance, your support. So let me place this like right here. Don't have to be perfect. Just red. And the reason if you go on the higher time frames, you will be able to capitalize off week. Instead of looking at 100 currency pairs, if you just got that one marked up, like I said, even if you Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday come back, Monday, Tuesday, the move don't happen. Like I said, it's gonna happen on Wednesday, Thursday. You just looking to catch your pips for the week. You set a pip goal for like 200 or catch 100 pips in a week. That's perfect. Yeah, that's definitely perfect. So I got my resistance right here. Look at this. Every time price came right here, what it do? It reacted a certain way. Rejection. So I know that what it do, it came up here. What it's doing now? It's turning back around, right? Rejection. That's on the past tell a history. The past will tell you the history. Let me take a horizontal line. If price do decide to break above this, I'm looking for what? Breakout, retest. I'm just work my way up. I want to pick out support and resistance that's relevant and close to price. You can never be too sure about support and resistance. Like that's like your safety net. It's like if you got some support and resistance and you know the trend, what the trend doing, you definitely good. Got a support right here. Support, look, resistance, support. Support right there. And it's the weekly. Like I said, each one of these candlesticks take a week to form, so I don't need to go put a lot all on the weekly. I just want to pick out what's relevant towards price. So as I'm looking at this, I already kind of know what this is going to do. It's definitely going to pull back. Like I said, it's definitely going to pull back. If I'm looking to my left, I'm about to show you guys what I see. Go to my 4-hour time frame. Let me take my horizontal line. So we got that zone. The red, this show like I said, you can see it way better. So the red, that show like your weekly overall support and resistance. That's a key level. That's just letting you know like when every time price come up to that area, it reacts a certain way. So this how you capitalize. This actually dropping back down now. This is exactly where it's heading right now. It's heading right here. You got resistance. You got resistance, support. So what do you think it's heading? It's heading back down to this area. Retest off of that and actually continue to make this way back up. So like I said, outside of that, you guys support and resistance that's in between. Horizontal line. You see. I ain't mean to do that, but since this is a higher time frame, I don't need to worry about like. The only thing I'm worrying about is what's in between this right here. Like I said, if it do like decide to go all the way down here, that's cool. I still got that zone marked out. So let me zoom in. Hold on. All right, cool. So I got a resistance right here. You see the way I like this is number of support and resistance. All right, let me switch back over to hold on, let me zoom out. And we saw this on AUD USD, right? You saw how it was trending down, consolidation, then started going up, right? Cool. So this is what I'm gonna do. I know it's a uptrending market, so let me take my trend line. Let's see. It don't have to be perfect. I'm just saying like what the trend doing. The trend is definitely trending up. Switch back over. Let me go to the 1 hour time frame. Okay, cool. So the reason, like I said, the reason why you want to find your support and resistance, it just makes it so easier for you to actually like spot out where price is heading, right? And like just by like you looking at your pairs, it's telling you what the future gonna do. Like I said right here, price just bouncing between support and resistance. Every time it came up to this price right here, what it do? Rejection. Rejection. When it broke above, right? On the uptrend, it has to do what? Pull back to what? Resistance, support. Same thing. Like I said, broke above. What it do? Always have to retest. Now look, we had consolidation right here, right? Now the market, like I said, it had consolidation. It reversed. Now it's right now, as of right now, this is downtrending market so far. Like I said, I'm looking for this. The overall trend is an uptrend, but like right now, it's actually trending down. So I can get rid of this trend line. I just want to show y'all what the trend is actually doing. It's definitely an uptrend. It's just pulling back right now. So I'm gonna do. So this is how I use my Fibonacci, guys. I'm about to use Fibonacci tool. The Fibonacci tool. So if you're a new trader, like I said, what's gonna help you out? You learn support and resistance. Fibonacci, really gonna take your trading to a whole nother level. And Fibonacci is nothing but support and resistance. Like, and how I use mine is, if it's I'm on a 1 hour time frame, yeah. So if it's an uptrend, and also guys, if it's choppy like this is what I mean by you want to go to a higher time frame. It's up to you to like see the charts way better.
So Jay.
Yeah.
I just want to trade the U.S. dollar and the Japanese yen.
Okay.
And so we just focus on one pair. We come into the market. We look at how it's been demonstrated.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Go right into setting up our support and resistance.
Yeah, that's it. And just see how the trend moving.
Okay, so now I use the Elliott's wave, right?
Okay.
So if I'm looking at this right now, it's on a downtrend. Am I counting the 5 ways? Like, you know what I'm talking about? Jay?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
So can you can we count out the 5 ways so we can know what would be a great entry point to
Oh.
get in?
Okay.
You know what
So
I'm talking about?
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
So look, let me look at this. You know how I told you guys the market moving waves? Now look at this. So you know every time if it's an uptrend, the market just so look at this. Zoom out. It was on the downtrend, and then it went to consolidation, and then it reversed and went to an uptrend. Just look at this. The Elliott wave. How start? I forgot. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Consolidation. Now you gotta it's gonna drop. Pull. I forgot how the other side go. I gotta look at it, but this is the Elliott wave right here, guys. So it goes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4.
So I got a question, Jay.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one came down to 4, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm just focusing on one pair
Mhm.
and I'm counting my numbers out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Okay.
I can just keep going down and coming up and just ride this pair, buying and selling.
That's it. That's it. If you know.
Okay. So now my second question. I'm sorry, I'm taking up all.
Nah, you good.
Okay. So. Okay, Jay. So the 5 ups and downs, right? The 5. Can we count the? 'Cause I want to make this as simple as possible. Can we count the 5, Jay?
Yeah.
Like the first wave, the second wave, third wave.
Exactly. Yeah. So guys, yo, like what T saying, yo, the Elliott wave is so simple. It's in your academy too, so it go like this. So even if you just saw you saw this this long this push this move up, and then you saw the pullback, and then you automatically know that it's an uptrend because like I said, it broke. You look
So,
to your.
one more question, Jay. I'm sorry.
No, you good.
So don't you see how this came down for 1?
Yep.
Is that 1 or
No, 1 is at the top.
One is at the top.
okay?
1 is at the top. That's your higher high. 2 is the lower low. 3 is the higher high. 4 is the lower low, and then 5.
Okay.
Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So if you can count this properly, like if you get to 4, you just know 5 has to go up.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, cool.
And that's how you catch. Like I said,
So,
the last wave is always pushes up the most pips. And then after that, like I said, you could tell this definitely was an Elliott wave, and this on a 1 hour time frame. Like you get this down packed. The Elliott wave. It might sound like it's confusing y'all, but it's not hard at all, guys. So the market went to consolidation. Sideways moving market, but now it's actually pulling back. But what I know is this is what I'm about to do. This is how I use Fibonacci, like I said.
yeah,
I'll take, huh?
Wait, my bad, Jay.
Nah, you good.
Okay, so where is it good? Where you getting in on this one, then, Jay?
I'm about to show you right now. So this is how I use Fibonacci. Fibonacci will take your trading to a whole nother level. So you zooming out, and then you see the market clearly reverse. So that's what I do. You said what?
That blue support line right
Right
there?
here?
No,
Right here?
yeah.
Yeah, this is you got resistance, you got support, but look, that's what it did. It broke out, it retested, and now it's dropping, right?
Right.
So look, this is what we're gonna do. While everybody else selling, we just waiting on the buy to catch the move back up. So this is what we do. I take my Fibonacci from the swing high, the highest high. That's why I zoom out. The highest high. Because we understand we use Fibonacci on a trend that's already happened to catch the trend that's gonna happen in the future. So this trend already over with. It went to consolidation. It reversed. Now this is how we gonna catch the future trend right now. I take my this is the way I use it. I take Fibonacci from the high down to my lowest low.
Okay.
Hey, Jay.
Huh?
So, question.
Yeah.
Once you set that up, right?
Mm-hmm.
You waiting on the call app to tell you what?
The call level to let you know, without you having to watch the charts, when it get down to that specific area, it's gonna let you know, hey, you can set a reminder for this level right here. I can't see that, but you say you set that in call level, and then you just set a reminder that they let you put it in the little notes this is a you buy when they hit this current when they hit this price right now. So now you can just open up your laptop, open up your MetaTrader 4, and then you can just look at it for yourself on the same time frame, and then that's just letting you know, letting you know like when price get there, look for a buy, nothing but a buy or a sell.
So you get an alert, then you just gotta go in and do it yourself.
Yeah, that's it. That's just letting you know so you won't have to watch the chart. You can mark this up because you're looking at your 1 to 2 currency pairs. You mark it up, get your support, and you get your resistance, and then all you doing is just setting your call levels. It's just the waiting. It's just waiting. That's all that it is.
Or you can set a buy limit right there.
Or you can set a buy limit. Don't over leverage your account. Don't over leverage your account. But what's giving me confirmation? I already know what it's gonna do. So I got my this trend already over with. I know that the overall trend, it is a buy right now. I mean, it's the overall trend. It's a buy, but this is pulling back right now. So I'm looking for this to come down to the 61.8 right here. That's like the golden ratio on Fibonacci for me. Like, I understand, like, the reason I say that is support and resistance. I mean, Fibonacci is nothing but support and resistance, guys. So you see how I marked up my support and my resistance, right? Before I even threw Fibonacci on here. Now look how accurate it is. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Support and resistance is real accurate. So I'm looking for this to come down to the 61.8. Once to do that, it's gonna create that what? You got a higher low, higher low, higher low, continue to go back up. And that's literally all that it is. So, and then also too, what you got resistance, you got support, you got resist. Price, every time price came down to this area, it acted funny. Look to my left, it acted funny. Resistance, support, and that's really all that it is. Now let me.
So after the fifth wave, basically, you should already know what it's going to about.
So after the snow, so like, look right here, Elliott wave. You got 0, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it's gonna go into consolidation. Always after the 5th wave because it reverses.
Okay.
It goes down, reverse. It's gonna come down again, and then it's gonna go back up.
For some reason, maybe I'm true. I thought the Elliott wave. I wasn't counting as big of, like I was counting small fibers.
Yeah. So
Not the big ups and you know what I'm saying.
yeah,
Is that
you
wrong?
talking about like this right here?
Yeah. So like I was that's why I was messing up in my demo, but I need to know like. So Jay, don't you know how you got the big jumps?
Oh,
1, 2,
okay.
3?
The swing.
The swing.
Yep.
I was counting like 5 in between the swings.
You can do that. You can do
Oh,
that.
so that worked too?
It works on it works on any time frame. You can literally see when you see a market trending. Look, when you see a trending market is nothing but the Elliott wave. You just zoom out to see where it's at.
So like okay, so when people saying like I'm waiting for the market to set up, the
Okay.
patience, right? What are you waiting to set up if you already know the trend and what it's looking to set up for? Like what are you being patient for?
You being patient for it to actually come down to like actually complete. You being patient for it to actually come down and like complete what it's actually gonna do. Like so, if you was just waiting on a breakout, waiting on a retest, Elliott wave, you just waiting on it to actually come down. Because I'm looking at this, like I said, as I'm looking at this, it's clearly an uptrend because the higher is getting higher, and then I know I'm just looking down for this to actually come down and create another a higher low.
So basically, what they be patient for is for consolidation to complete a little bit.
Yeah. You never trade a consolidated moving market. So if it look like it's consolidated, just wait to see more movement. You only want to trade a trending market. See, like you could have caught this up here. You could have caught the pullback. You could have caught this up here. You could have caught the pullback. Cause just know if it was right here, if the market was right here, and then you clearly know it's a buy, and you look to your left, you got resistance. It got to go up and create a higher high. So let's give you confirmation about your decision you're about to make. And then once it come up and make a higher high, and it's actually like starting to pull back, just know it got to come down and make a what? A higher low. Same thing. It goes up. You got to come back and pull back. It went
So,
to.
a lot of your patience is just through you just waiting for it to, I don't know if this is a word, unconsolidate.
Yeah, unconsolidated. Yeah, actually, like break out of consolidation. That you see why it's important to like just look at the bigger picture.
Okay.
So all I'm doing when I'm using fibs, when it's an uptrend, write this down, guys. When it's an uptrend, I'm gonna drop the video in the chat. Definitely study Fibonacci. This is gonna help you out a lot. So even if you suck at support and resistance, if you're using Fibonacci, it's gonna help you out because it's nothing but support and resistance. And Fibonacci is definitely accurate. So what I would do is, I would take if it's an uptrend, I use Fibonacci. I drag it from the high to the low. If it's a downtrend, I drag it from the low to the swing high. So now I'm looking for this to actually come down and top off the 61.8. When it come down and top off the 61.8, just say if I wasn't, like I said, 61.8. This is what the current market at right now, guys. Right? You had like I said, we got our line right there. You got resistance, you got support. What it do? It broke out. It's like literally retesting that area right there. So when it come down, I'm looking for it to come down right here. You see what I mean? Let's see how many pips this is from right here at this resistance. And I only enter at support and resistance. If it's not that, I don't get in. Let me take it from. Let's see how many pips this is. 40. What does it? 49, like 50 pips. So you can catch it on the way down, and you can catch it back up. 50, and then you catch it back up. And that's literally all that it is. So this is what I'm going to do. If you want to break it down in between as well, so I'm on a 2-hour time. Even if you want to break it down in between, like you're not good at catching,
So you don't trade on the 5-minute time frame?
Nah, it's moving too much.
It's too fast. What he do is they build a swing trade to the point where he set it and forget it.
So guys, if we know this clearly gonna go back down, we already know the market heading because it's trending down right now. We clearly know it's definitely trending down. We got our Fibonacci on. Like I said, like all I do is support and resistance, Fibonacci and confluence. Just major reasons why it's telling me why it's gonna do what it's do. But in the meantime, this is a sale. I'll be looking for a sale tonight on UJ. So that's what I'm gonna do. So since we got this little area in between, you can break it down too. What you got? You got resistance. I'm gonna just change the color. It's probably like too much colors for y'all, but I'm gonna just show you guys. I got like whatever price tap off a lot in the same area. Look, you got resistance, support, resistance. And that's literally all I do right there. So that's it. So in between here, I know it's going down. Cool. If I'm entering right here, resist, I'm taking profit at what? TP1, take profit 2. And you just break it down like that. How many pips is that? 21 pips. How many pips is this? This making sense, guys? Now I already know what price is gonna do, so now I can just, if I wanted to, I can go down to my lower time frame and like since I already know what price is doing right now, I'm good. So I already know what it's gonna do. It's definitely going down. It's a sell, so that's all I'll do. I'll just be waiting on it. Like I said, I'll just waiting on it to actually like make more movement. See what happened? So guys, you know how I have my support and resistance. This confirmation right here. So what it do? It broke out. It's retesting right now. So I'll just be waiting on like more counter movement. But I know this is an overall sell. If I don't get in right here, I can get in right here. Same thing, because I know it's going down to 61.8 right here. So, yeah, that's really all that it is. Just draw, all you're doing is just, like, really trading market structure. Market structure, like I said, market structure is nothing but, like, support and resistance. You actually know what price is heading, price action. Like I said, what it did, it broke out, retested. It's just retesting the area right now. So we know that it broke out, so we definitely looking for a sell because look at this. Every low needs its own high. It needs to make another low, pull it back, top off of that, and then continue to go up.
Hey Jay, so how with the Harmonic scanner, how do we leverage that to make this even more simplistic.
Right. Oh, right. So, guys, you know how I marked up my support and my resistance, right? So now that I did that, basically what the harmonic scanner does, what you want to do is, if you're a new trader coming in, or you've been trading for a minute and you still having trouble marking up your support and resistance, I figured it out. What it is new traders actually getting plugged in. You guys like hopping straight to trading view, marking up pairs, and you still confused because you can't find support or resistance because it still look foreign to you. So what you want to do is you want to go over and use the harmonic scanner. And basically what the harmonic scanner does, it's 87% accurate. Like, we all know it's 87% accurate, but a lot of people don't use it. So you want to use the harmonic scanner because, like I said, it's 87% accurate rather than you doing your own analysis. You're not 100% sure on what's going on charts like that. Use something that's going to assist you. Nothing wrong with that because this is a $5.3 trillion a day market, right? And then you got your account set up with your real money in there, and that ain't doing nothing but assisting you. A lot of people think just because it's a tool, man, I want to learn how to trade on my own. I don't want to use no tools, but the tools can help you out for now. So use it for now until you get the hang of it, because you using the harmonic scanner. What it does is, it gives you your entry when you should enter into the market, your stop loss when you should get out the market so you don't lose that much money in your trading account, and then it gives you 3 take profits. And guess what? Them take profits, them entries, and stop losses, that's nothing but support and resistance. So you using that, you having trouble using the stop loss, the harmonic scanner, you going to get the, knowing how to count pips, calculate your take profit, because the harmonic scanner give you everything. Now you slowly using that. Now you transitioning from using the harmonic scanner to marking up charts on your own, and now you get to identify the patterns way easier because the harmonic scanner is showing you the trends. It's showing you the trends, and it's just showing you what's going on in the market. So that's why it's the point. If you don't know how to use the harmonic scanner, I will drop a video in a group chat as well. What you want to do is you want to use that and take written notes. You want to take written notes because a lot of people they just look at it and they still don't get it. When you take written notes, what that does is that allows you to that allows thoughts to actually provoke in your head, so you get them aha moments like I said, thoughts allows you. Writing things down allows you to think. That gives you them light bulb moments in your head that you didn't understand at first. And as I'm looking at this too, I'm looking at current price. If I'm just looking at this right now, look at this. I'm not trying to so this is easy. So trending down. That's just letting me know this move down. Look at it, it's consolidating. You got support, it's consolidating. Got your trend line. So this is letting you know this is a guaranteed sell right here. This making sense, y'all?
Yes.
So don't be afraid to use them on the scanner. I say do this too. This gonna help you out? You got your 2 currency pairs. Also, you marking up your support and resistance, and I say set at the beginning of the week. Set weekly goals with trading. Set weekly goals with trading. So you might have on your calendar for the next week. Hey, I want to learn how to master and use the harmonic scanner. You can literally master it in a week by just using it every single day. You say, I want to master using the harmonic scanner. Next week, you might want to write now, I want to master catching 10, 15 pips every day on a consistent basis. Because if I'm catching 15, I can catch 30. I can catch 40. I can catch 50. And you work it like that. So what I do is when I'm highly confident about a decision I'm about to make, because guys, trading not hard. What it does is, like I said, you just get your emotion. You just get too attached to that. You get too attached to that trade because of money you lost in the past. You're like, man, I don't want to lose this money again. You're gonna lose the money because you're thinking about it too much. You are what you think about. Like I said, that's why trading is 95% mental. Anybody got questions about anything at all?
Hey, you made a good point, Jay, about the harmonic scanner. A lot of people don't utilize it, and it's part of their pack.
Yeah, it's free.
And it basically is like the training wheels to trade.
Mm-hmm.
So you could go marking up these charts and doing this. I advise to go back to that harmonic scanner that you're paying for anyway and perfect your craft. Like he said, it's 80% accurate. So you could be a 20% knowledgeable trader and be profitable.
Exactly. And just say if you is a good trader and it's 87% accurate, nothing's wrong with that. Let's give you the cheat code. Like I said, guys, so if you've been there for a minute, you still haven't made money in your live account, use the harmonic scanner. It's 87% accurate. You might want to set a goal. Hey, I want to set a goal for the next 2 weeks. I want to pay one of my bills using the harmonic scanner. You can do that. You just gotta take it. You just gotta apply it. And you can definitely and what I realized was too, guys. That's what I'm starting to do. So that's what I'm doing and everything. That's what I'm doing. So what I'm doing is I want to grow a trading account by 10% every day using a compound interest sheet, right? So if I'm doing that, it's telling me I gotta grow my account by 10% every day. My goal is to catch a certain amount of pips. Guess how I can do that if I'm not a real good trader? The harmonic scanner. You grow your account by 10% every day using that because it's 87% accurate. So now you just compounding your account, and while you still going through the education to learn how to trade. So if you've been trading for 6 months, like I said, just make it a goal for the next 6 months to use that compound interest sheet with trading. Use the harmonic scanner. It's giving you trade setups 87% accurate. So now you just compounding your account while you still going through it, learning how to trade. So you beating the majority of traders who've been trading for a minute and still not profitable. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think like on next week, Jay, like we should have like the team bring their laptops in, and then like on the table, everybody can practice marking up charts.
Yeah.
Like everybody come in and do their what's it called? Their market structure, like set up their support and resistance.
Yeah, that's easy.
Because I'm seeing like the majority of the work is in setting up your support and resistance, and then identifying the trend.
Yeah,
that's it, right?
Yeah, that's really, if you can identify the trend, support, and resistance, like guys, you see how this like price is literally sitting on this level?
Yeah.
This would be a green light for me. How? Because I know this trending down. It's sitting on my support and resistance. So I know if I'm entering right here, I would twin trade this. Because I'm confident. I know it's definitely going down. Even if it go the other direction, that's cool. I got a 30 pip stop loss. That's 3%. I'm not really complaining because I'm not really over leveraging. I'm not over leveraging my account. So now I'm catching the move down. Like I said, so right here, this is about like 50 pips. You get your account up. Now you got more money in your account. You can up your lot size to catch the real move. And that's what I mean by just sticking to 1 or 2 currency pairs, and you can just capitalize off of that. That's really all that it is. Anybody got any questions at all?
I just wanted to piggyback off the T. That's good to bring your laptops and stuff next week.
Yeah.
Also to go over like you can mark all day, but you gotta have a strategy.
Yeah.
So like while we marking, we should also be talking about like, okay, where would you enter at? You know what I mean? You can mark all that.
Yeah, like a lot of people, I figured that out. Entries, a lot of people get messed up with that. So that's why I'm showing you guys. If it's not at a support or resistance, don't take the trade. This is at a support and resistance. It's trending down. So I know that what's my next TP? Look at this support right here. Resistance, support. And that's all that it is, guys. And I can mark up another currency pair too if you guys want me to do that. All right, cool. So this is UJ.
I think you should pick somebody, Jay.
Okay.
Let's go.
Who want to come mark up here?
Let's go.
Come on. Look, there you go, stepping out your comfort zone.
Ball, y'all. I'm on Jack.
Right, that's good. That's good. All right, so let me go to something that look nice. And look, you can see like this thing is just testing. It's definitely going back down. But let me see. Let me move. Oh, what's the currency pair you want to look at? USD CAD? Okay. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. USD. Forex. So let me zoom out for you. Alright, cool. So I had this marked up, but let me go ahead and erase all this. So this how you refresh it. You got it. You got it? Alright. Now try. It's all good. So if you was at home, mark it up. choppy like that, you can't really see like the overall. You can't really see the overall trend like that. What you want to do is you want to go to the higher time frame, go up. That's a day. Boom. That's the 4 hour. Got take it one more time. Nah, it's low. Take it in. Take the 4 hour. Yeah. I just let it go this off, good.
Okay, so basically, zooming out so I can see the history.
Yeah, so you want to see the history to your left. You can't you looking at it, but you want to see what it's doing overall. That's why it's important that you zoom out like even more.
Okay. So, and to help me, and I can froze everything up.
Now I just go to the big picture. So like you know how people saying the Elliott wave? Yeah, the a trending market is nothing but the Elliott wave. Look at this consolidation. It wouldn't. Nah, it wouldn't. Yeah, a trending market is nothing but the Elliott wave. So when that's why you know how they always say just trade a trending market. Okay. Can you go back on the 1 hour time frame for 1 second? I just want to show them real
Is
quick.
that, to the left?
To the left.
Go to the left. One more.
Right there.
It's gonna go. Sorry. Alright, cool. So as I was looking at this, you got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. So like the trending market, you got an uptrend. So when it's an uptrending market, like it's a bullish market, you looking for nothing but bad. So it went up, you got a counter trend. Counter trend is nothing but a pullback. I just say counter trend. So that's like the that's the bear just trying to push it down. That's how the market moves. So most likely, if you do your fibs on this high to this low, this 61.8. So you got a high, you got a higher low. You got a high, you got a higher low. You got a high, you got a higher low. You got a high, and then went into consolidation. Just like we saw on UJ, what it's doing, consolidating. What you think it's gonna do? It's gonna break that support, drop down, retest, and continue to go down. That makes sense?
Yeah.
So
Now,
When it, the earlier way, when it goes into consolidation, do you automatically kind of assume that it goes the opposite direction that it was trending before?
yeah, because like if you just see if you saw it trending like that, and whenever you see a consolidated moving market at the resistance at the top, just know it's always gonna reverse. That's what I figured out. The same thing at a support. So if it's going down and start consolidating, like we saw in AD USD, what it do? Reverse it, went the other way. And that's really all that it is. So you go on your higher time frame, the 4 hour time frame, move over to your right. One more. Right there.
And
I really started looking at the Elliott wave like that, and she told me I started looking to it last night, like for real, for real.
I got another question too. I just want to make sure I got it right. So, is it low now? Okay.
And just off technicals, if I wasn't looking at none of that and I just saw a breakout and it's all the way up there, you got resistance, support, same thing. Again, you got resistance, support, went up. That's all that it is, like a breakout, retest, breakout, retest. So if you see all that, it's all green. You know, green going up. That's bullish. You're just looking for the pullback. Look to your left. You just study in the academy's pullbacks, support and resistance, and it's really gonna click. All right, cool. So now you're looking at this. Just mark up how you will mark up.
It's not gonna lie to you, I can't even see it on this.
It's probably kind of
I
hard.
help you out, I guess.
Can't see it on the screen.
What's that? I got a toolbar at the top. So, go up. You go right here, so ahead, switch over to your line chart. It's at the top. Go over. You see the candlestick at the top? Now go over. See your left. Keep going. Right there. Now go ahead and just mark out your support and your resistance. Remember how I did the wicks? Look at how it's trending, and as you're looking at how, keep going. Go to the top. Move it all the way to the top. Now all the way up. Go over to your right. Keep going. That's your horizontal line right there. Now you just start marking up your support and your resistance like that. You want to put support and resistance as close to the price. So price all the way up there. You find out what support and you find out resistance, what's close to it. You put the overall, so that's perfect. Zoom out, keep zooming out, so you see it. Zoom out some more. Zoom out, you can just zoom out some more like this. No, you good. So all we do is zoom out like this, the minus. Alright. Now you finish coming, go ahead. So look at what price at. You want to find the ceiling. Where's the ceiling that close to the price? You want to put that horizontal line over there. Look at current price, what the market at right now. Find your ceiling. Alright, so like you see price all the way up there? Yeah. Look at what price at right now. You want to take a horizontal line. You want to put one over there on top of resistance.
Would that be the ceiling right there at the top, Jay?
Yeah, that's the ceiling right there. Yeah, so price is currently right there. So you want to always do your support and your resistance right there, like that's relevant to its price.
So you saying that you want to put it right here at the top of this one right here, right?
At the top of that, that's your resistance
Right there.
That's the highest price.
I need to find that horizontal line.
Go up.
Oh, right there. There you go.
Now go up. There you go right there.
Right there.
That's perfect. So now we on the what time frame? We're on the 4 hour time frame. So that's perfect. So now we got the screen again, so you can make that go away. Now zoom out a little bit more. Do a minus. Tap it a couple times. So cool. So now you know every time. So now you got that. Look at that. Look to your left. So what's the price telling you? Every time you came up to that level, what it do? Reverse. So you know what's up, what's gonna what? Down. So now you know where it's gonna go. Now you can take another horizontal line. So now you focusing on this one zone right here. Take another go over to the color, change the color. You can make it any color. Cool, so now price is right here. You got your overall support, you got your overall resistance that's closest to price right there. Now, check this out. You got support and resistance that's in between that now, right?
Right.
Cool, now you go ahead and find that. Whatever you see the peaks, boom. That's one right there. It might be one or two.
Oh, shoot, hold on.
Just bring the mouse down a little bit.
The more support and resistance you create, that's just more for scalp.
Exactly. Now, so take that. You can do one down there too. You can put one like in between the zones. Just put like one. Bring it down a little bit. Your second. Go to your second zone. No, go down, in between them. Cool. Now take another one. Do one down there.
That's a little bit far.
Yeah, one more. Found one. Not go up in between that zone. Whatever price tapped off the most at in between them. That's perfect. Now go ahead and switch back over to your line. Your candlesticks. Go up.
Where's that at?
Up.
You right.
Right. Right there. All right, now go down. You want to reset your chart. Go down. It's a little circle. The circle. Go over. See, all right. Cool. So now you got your overall, you got it in between. So like now, as you're looking at price right now, look at this. You got resistance, you got support. So now if you go down, all you're doing is looking for it to break out, retest, looking for it to come down. If that makes sense. But like I said, you can make the colors to your own. So now just let me see what you looking at right now. Is it making sense a little bit?
It makes sense. It's just I don't know what my Fibonacci is yet on my. I don't know what is that on my
You know
computer.
how to use Fibonacci?
No, I don't. Not yet.
I'll show
Well,
you.
your markups, you just made a Fibonacci chart.
Yeah, you don't even need
Well,
Fibonacci.
Well, okay, then that's good.
You don't need, if it's too much for you, all you gotta do is support resistance. So now you know that you look.
Still show us so she know. Yeah, I need to know that because I like my chart clean. I like a naked chart.
Me too.
I can see all that easy like that. And he was talking about doing Fibonacci. I was like, why? I know how to do it like this, you know. But I would, if I can learn it, you know, however I can learn more, I want to learn more.
Okay. I got you. So look, you see the screen?
Mm-hmm.
So Fibonacci is right here. So you go down 1, 2,
Hey, what if you get caught in that gap right there?
right here in between.
Nah, you see that gap all the way down at the bottom? To the right.
You're
Come back.
talking about the portion of the gaps.
Yeah. Yeah, come down.
I guess when the market.
Yeah.
Right here.
That's always that's like happened like a long time ago. We all
Yeah, but I got caught in one of those.
Oh, I
I'm
mean,
talking about everything that shut down.
the only
Oh, that's
time
like
the market on gap ran.
Right.
The market only gap on Sundays.
I was so mad.
The market only gap on Sundays when the market open.
Right over. Hey Jay, when you trade, how far do you look back, bro?
Right, yeah, that's a good question. I don't go all the way back here. I could to go if I wanted to look to see how the pattern is going, but if I'm like this, all I'm doing is looking at so price right here, and then I know it's on the uptrend. I need to look to see where's my close resistance. It already broke that, so I gotta look at my pet. So if I'm looking at this, and I see prices above this, I gotta look back. I gotta see what price is heading.
So how far down is that?
What? You said what?
So how far back is that?
He on a day chart, so he doing it month.
It's because you want to go on a higher time frame because like if you on a 1 hour time frame and then you know it's on the uptrend, you gotta find out what price is heading because you know if it's on the uptrend, price is going up, it's going up to like tap off for resistance. You know everybody know the T-cup, right?
Yeah.
T-cup every time it's going up, what it's doing? It's going up to find that resistance, right? So if it's on the uptrend, you look to your left. It broke this resistance, so I know I gotta go to my pads. So whenever I find a close resistance, that's actually what price is heading. That's why I'm stopping. That's it. You go over. Now right here, let's keep going over. Boom. Y'all right there. So I know price headed up here, topped off this, and what it's doing.
So basically, you're just going back to the last.
The relative.
place where you correct.
What's relevant.
The last place. Okay.
I don't need to go all the way back. You know, I want to stay because this is a higher time frame. It takes a long time for these candlesticks to form. So you want to go back to what's relevant. So now I know I can look over here too.
But I guess what I'm trying to say is, for instance, where that is right now, you're just going back as far as where you seen that last.
The last time.
Right.
That's it.
Okay.
I said I don't need to overcomplicate. So now I know since this is a higher time frame, it's clearly an uptrend. All I know is the price just bouncing in between support and resistance. So this is what I do. I go on my lower time frame now. Let me brush this. That's why it's important. You want a higher time frame. You see how it's doing. This is trending up. But if I go on my lower time frame, it give me a little bit more detail. And I can see like right here. Let me zoom up. It was consolidated, right? Broke out of that, formed the Elliott wave. You see more details now. On the 4 hour, you didn't see this like that. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Create another high and pull it back, but then it start consolidating. So now, all I'm doing now is since it's consolidating, I'm looking for this to break out and retest. And we already got our support and resistance marked up, so we already know what price is heading. So all I would do is take my Fibonacci. Since I already know this uptrend already over, I already know that it's about to start reversing. So what what do I think price is gonna head down to? So in the meantime, I can scalp it on the way down and take the real move on the way back up. So that's what I mean by going on the higher time frame. You see it way better.
Cool. We got to take any last questions. We got to wrap up the class. Any last questions that you guys have for Jay? And then we're going to start coming to a close.
Oh yeah, how you know where to start the Elliott wave?
You just see if it's trending. Like this is trending market. Like this trending right here. This right here, not trending. Non-trending is what it's doing. Moving sideways. This trending. Whenever you see this, something like this, moving sideways, crazy like this, it's about to reverse. So now, guys, you know how we had our horizontal line, right? Yeah. Look at this, 61.8. Why is directly up on there? And you see the 61.8 on my field? Why is directly on that support resistance that you put? You see why it's important that you go over to your line chart to see the accuracy? That's it. So now I know from right here to right here. Like I said, we got from right here from this support. So right here, this is how many pips? What we got? I just want to show y'all. So like I say, you gotta go. It's real easy. So right here, this is how many pips? 25 pips. That's cool. Market structure, and that's really it. Anybody got any other questions at all?
I have a question. So would you get them to sell right now and take it all the way down, or would you wait?
I told you only get in at what? Support or resistance, right?
Right.
If it's not at a support or resistance, don't even get in.
Because it's consolidated.
It's consolidated. You know how in it's gonna play with your emotions.
Okay, got it.
Slow money.
So you wait till you get to the blue line before you get in?
No problem. Yeah, so when you get on the blue line, that's when I get in. Like literally, like so all I do I just set a card over for this price right here. Price what? Right here. Put that in. Set a reminder when they hit this, JB look for a sale. Cool. And then what's my take profit? Support, resistance. Right here. And it's 61.8.
Okay.
And that's all that it is.
Got it. Okay.
Real quick, I just want to give some announcements real quick. Let's give Jay a round of applause. So I was talking to Pastor, and he said it's okay for us to use the establishment on Wednesday. So we can, if you guys got your pen and paper, we can train on Wednesdays from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. and on Fridays from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Does that work for everybody?
Yeah.
Okay, so what we got to do is we're about to turn these trainings up to another level. We're about to get real intentional with our trainings. What I mean by that is, this week I'm gonna take some time to line up all our traders so it won't be so heavy on one person. And then we're gonna do more studious work. You guys know what I mean? Hands-on trading. We about to get this bag. I want y'all to be clear on that. Is everybody clear on that? So let me show y'all something real quick because we about to shift this whole organization. And my accountability to our organization is to make sure that we're in position to have financial freedom next year with this trading. Okay? So I wanna have a transparent moment that'll be, I wanna take about, can I take 5 minutes, Pastor? Go ahead. Because I wanna share something with the team that's gonna probably turn some people's business around.
Make this money.
D, when you got the eraser, you hiding it somewhere or something?
Oh man, no, man, I was rushing the kids, you know what I'm saying?
Get the excuses.
Hey, look, but we got some tissue right now. Hey, we got tissue, boss.
It's always the kid's fault.
Hey, y'all seen he left his mark in the bag. Hey, you know, as a speaker, we just all over the place with it.
So now I just want to give a couple of tips real quick that might shift somebody's business. So everybody pretty much knows my story. I've been a builder prior to this month. Everybody know that, right?
Yes.
So now that I'm getting inside of the trading, and I've been hearing the conversation for the last 12 months, and I'm starting to realize that some of the issues that may have been hindering us from really building is that we're not properly having the right conversation about trading. Are you guys with me? Because now I see it because I'm learning it now. I couldn't see it from that perspective of building. But I want y'all to understand that what I've learned as a speaker, you gotta break your message down to the level of the listener. You guys know what I'm talking about?
You gotta speak their language.
You gotta speak their language. I don't know if y'all really heard the questions I was asking. My mind always sets up the most simple things. The last year I've seen 100 strategies. I've heard about 100 million strategies. Bro. He got a strategy, she got a strategy, they got a strategy.
It's scary.
I look at charts, I walk past a trader's charts and there's 100 marks up. Jesus,
Real technical. Real technical.
So in my mind, it made me stay on building. You guys make sense? But I want y'all to understand that once you get a conviction on what you're doing, it's going to build by default. Let me tell you guys something, right? I want to give y'all the sauce. I have people coming up to me all the time and say, man, T, I'm ready to rank up. How much money do I have to put into marketing? I said, what? How much money you got to put into marketing? You don't have to put in none. What you have to do is put the money into the education. Here's what I mean by that. You got to invest in more knowledge. You want to know how you stand out in the marketplace? Be an expert. You got to identify yourself as an expert. Right now, by 2020, there will be 1 million traders in IML. Why would somebody join you? There's 1 million of us. Why would somebody join you? So you guys got to understand, it's not about the fancy car. It ain't about the fancy house. It's about your ability to let people know how much you know. Are you guys with me? People like working with experts. So what you have to do is take it to another level on the education. See, there's some traders right now we couldn't even have a conversation with. Because they talking about some stuff on a whole nother level. Are you guys with me?
Right.
So they're making more money because they have more what?
Education.
So why we need to spend money on the marketing when all we need to know is know how to trade? So where does our time need to be spent at?
In IML.
In our education. That's why we're shifting the culture to a lot more training. And we're not just going to open up the training on the trading. We're going to open it up on the branding, the building, the mindset. Is everybody okay with that?
Yeah.
So we're about to shift this culture, and I need you guys' help. Can I have your help? Next Wednesday, Friday, Richie had already opened up her house for something intimate, but next Wednesday, our goal, of course, our West Side team is killing it on the West Side, but everybody that's alive on the South Side needs to be where? Here next Wednesday. So that we can all come together, have the laptops laid out. That's great for social media. So it's going to start building by itself. When we can hold each other accountable, because you can only teach at the extent of what you learn. The reason why you can't duplicate your organization is because you can't duplicate yourself. You ain't learned enough in a proper way to give it to somebody else so they can give it to somebody else. The communication barrier is breaking down between you and the next person because we're learning differently, and then we're all conversing differently. So it's like people are getting lost in communication. So we got to centralize this vision of creating Chicago and all these traders around one common theme: teamwork. Are you guys with me? Simple strategies that can work for everybody. I got it. Everybody got their own strategy. That's cool. But the wave that's coming, we got to simplify it for them. You guys with me? Give them something that they can have success with coming through the door. Now, for us leaders that's here tonight, we got to shift. I always hear people financial goals. Man, I'm about to make $10,000 this month. I asked some leaders the other day, man, I'm about to do $3,000 today. But then I always ask, how many people you gonna impact?
That's the purpose.
How many people you gonna impact though? How many people gonna make $1,000 days because of you? Like we can't say this word master trader so loosely. You feel me? I gotta shift some things, dude.
Cause you made a few dollars.
Yeah, because you made a few dollars, that don't really mean nothing. If you can't teach it.
The true definition of a master trader is a person that masters all strategies, like JVL back there.
Cook it.
You know, multiple
There you
strategies, he ain't just on one.
It's about, and I was also telling Jay too, you know, how many people can we have help make $1,000 in a day trading? Who made $1,000 in one day yet? Besides D. Okay, Jackie, too. See? We gotta brag about Chicago is making a lot of money. We popping brokers accounts. Don't get me wrong, I love building. But what I've done in the last month is brothers doing it in one day. His brother's doing it in 30 minutes. What I've done in the last year. So I want y'all to be clear on what we're really here for, and this is education. Are you guys with me? So we're about to shift the culture. And let me tell you something. It's hard to build when you don't have a conviction on what you're learning. So when you go out to recruit people, and I hate the word recruit, but when you go out to teach people and you don't have that conviction, it feel like you're lying to people. So you don't have the conviction to go really share this like you want to. And people don't need to see this, they got to feel this.
Right.
And when you come up and you share this with them, they don't feel your conviction, and they say, I'm straight. But when you make that $1,000 in one day, what do you think is going to happen?
Show it.
Right.
But not necessarily show it, how your swag going to change?
Documentation, you got the conversation.
You feel me? Where you going to eat at you make $1,000 in one day?
Be honest.
You start walking to work a little talk.
Nah, be honest, it used to be like me and the wife. Now the whole family can go. Like, let's go. What you gonna get?
You
Get whatever you want.
You know? So I just wanted to share that, man. We about to, I was talking to JBL. We're working on some project for December. A 5-figure move. And we just want to make sure everybody is getting in on this education. Because what we're going to do, every day from today moving forward, if I can schedule a training, it's going to be somewhere. I want to thank Pastor for opening this up. We're going to hit the house parties. We're going to make this fun. We're going to hit house parties. If you got a house, open it up, make some dinner. We'll bring some pop. I'll bring it to you.
We already got it there.
We're gonna come together. So every single day will be an opportunity to learn. And if you can chase this education, because we always been chasing money our whole life.
Right.
And what happens when you chase the money? It runs from you.
Yeah.
But now you chase the education. What's powerful about this is that if you lose, what happens the next day? You get it back. Come on. We get it back and some.
Right, come on.
So let's talk about where our time needs to be at, and that's going to be in training.
But that's another thing, because training gonna always be here. We're gonna set up a schedule for training, but you gotta understand this. What are you willing to sacrifice to make these trainings happen? I mean, I hear a lot of people come up with a lot of excuses why they can't attend no training, but they want to make the money. You can't go to Harvard and graduate from college if you don't show up and get the credits, right? Same thing in high school. You don't show up to class, you don't get the credit. You don't show up to work, you won't get a check. So you will not be successful in trading if you don't show up and get the knowledge.